Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to take you guys on the journey of me completing three separate spell jars. One of them being protection, the other being self love, and the last one being money, of course. Now, here I'm using frankincense incense to cleanse my jars and to cleanse my space. One thing that is important for everyone to remember is to cleanse your space, cleanse your tools, and cleanse your containers that your spells are going to be in before you do any kind of spell. Now, this is just me going through my grimoire and getting all the herbs and crystals and things that I'm going to need to complete the rest of the spells. Because a few days before, I filled the protection spell jar and self love spell jar with the herbs that I'm going to need before doing all this. And I'm just adding the crystals. I added amethyst, and this is also, well, it's not amethyst, but it's black obsidian. And I also added lavender a little bit earlier. And I'm just adding a few personal items because, to be fully transparent, I'm the kind of witch who uses personal items just to add a little bit more to the spell, because the way I see it, by adding like any kind of personal item, if the spell recognizes you and it knows where to transfer the energy to. And here I'm just writing my intentions on a little scroll. My intention for this spell was I am divinely protected. And I write my little personal sigil on the bottom, folding it 3 times. And after that, and then I add it to my spell jar. And then to complete the entire thing, I seal it with black wax, which sealing candles with wax takes a lot of patience, but it's also relaxing in a way. And after completing my protection jar, I immediately jump into my self-love jar. And for this one, I use cardamom and ground ginger. And here I am adding red rose petals as well as yellow. Oh, I dropped it. We're just gonna ignore that. But I use red and yellow for love and beauty. These I got from a flower bouquet and I dried them myself. And of course, we add our chosen crystals, which is rose quartz and clear quartz, as well as carnelian here. And after adding all the ingredients, I try to seal this specific jar with birthday candles. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you guys that it doesn't work as well as I thought it was going to. Please don't do this. Just use a normal candlestick and let it melt over your jar. I don't know why I didn't think to do this with my self love or my money jar, but I did it with my protection jar. Sometimes I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, and this is my fault personally for not thinking ahead. And now for the final spell of tonight, I will be doing my money spell jar again. The first time I did a money spell jar was at the beginning of the month, and now I'm redoing it again. I was just looking for a cinnamon stick that would be easy for me to break, and I found one, luckily. And I add chamomile. Is it chamomile or chamomile? I keep getting it confused. Please let me know, someone. But yeah, I add the assorted herbs, the crystals, of course, citron, pyrite, and clear quartz again. And this is me writing my last intention for this jar. And what I wrote is, I get paid simply to exist, because I don't want my money to be attached to this and that. I just want it to be attached directly to me and what I do throughout the day. Whether I do things or whether I don't do things, money comes to me regardless. Fold it towards me 3 times while turning clockwise. And I made the same mistake with this jar like I did the self-love jar. I tried to seal it with birthday candles. Yeah, don't do this at all. It doesn't work as well as some people may think or maybe I just did it wrong, but I most likely won't be using birthday candles ever again. I'll just stick to the normal size ones, to be perfectly honest. And here are the finished products of my jars. Here's my protection jar. And next is my adorable little self-love jar. And finally, we have my newly done money jar. This took a long time, and I am so hot after doing all this and burning so many matches. But I hope you enjoy this and have a good rest of your evening.